Hey guys, Jeff Disher, real estate broker with the Disher Group at Douglas Elliman, and today I want to talk about what are real estate contingencies. So let's start off with the definition of contingencies per Webster's, which is a provision for any unseen circumstance or event. Another word I like to use is only if. It's a very easy, simple way of understanding what a contingency is, which is only if. So if you replace that word with only if, what it is only if this happens will we close the deal. Only if this happens when we close the deal, and only if this happens when we close the deal. So when you go to buy a house, purchase a property, you're gonna fill out what's called an RPA, Residential Purchase Agreement, and on there's gonna be contingencies, and you're gonna be putting a typical 1% deposit, good faith earnest deposit down on that property. So everybody already asked, what does that 1% do? Where does it go? Is it protected? Do I lose it to the seller? And the answer is always, well, you're protected by your contingencies. And people say, well, what are contingencies? What does that mean? What does that mean? How do I know? And there's about 3 major contingencies that we're gonna focus on. 2 are at day 17 and 1 is at day 21. So the first is gonna be, I think, extremely important. It's the inspection contingency. So what is a condition of the property? When we get an offer accepted here at Disher Group, we typically order that within 24 hours. We want to get the inspector out there, the certified inspector, to take a look at the property for the client, for the buyer, and make sure there's nothing that's gonna kill the deal, that's not majorly wrong, that the seller's not gonna repair, or even if we find it, are they gonna repair it? So that contingency is, we will buy your home only if, contingency, the house checks out with the inspection, or if we do find any repairs that are needed, we work together to figure it out and come to a happy agreement on those repairs. So that's your first contingency, that's inspections. Your next is gonna be your appraisal. So what the appraisal is, it's basically saying, I will buy your house only if the appraiser said it's worth what the contract price is on the property. So that's your second one, which is your appraisal. The bank orders an appraisal to go out, an appraiser comes out to your home or to the property, the subject property. They do an evaluation. They look at comps to make sure that that contract price, say it's $500,000, they want to make sure that based off the comps in the property that are sold in the area, that your home is worth $500,000. So again, the buyer will buy your home only if, contingent upon the appraiser saying it's worth the price on the contract. Nobody wants to overpay for a property. That's a whole other negotiation we'll talk about in a different video. So those are the first 2 on day 17. The last one, which is the 21 day, is your loan. And the reason they give you a small, it used to all be 17 days, but they gave you now a 4-day buffer because you have 17 days to get the appraisal back and the inspection. So they want to make sure that after you get all that back with the appraisal, you have a few days to kind of work that out before you remove your loan contingency. So the biggest drum roll is once you remove, again, loan is, I will buy your home only if my loan is fully approved based off the terms I was given. So the big news about that 21 day is as soon as you get to that 21 day and everything is good, you remove your contingencies. All only if. So at that moment on day 21, you will be served a contingency removal number 1, 2, or dependent, usually number final CR to remove everything. You can remove some as they happen. So after day 17, if you're good with the inspection, you can do a CR, a contingency removal number 1, and remove that contingency. Then you can do another one, remove appraisal, and so forth to loan. But the important thing to remember, and again, this has to do with your deposit, that 1%, which is a big number. On $500,000, you're looking at $5,000 that within 72 hours of that contract, you're to put that into escrow. Real money, cash money, or a check, wire, whatever, but it's real hard money into escrow. That money, as soon as day 21 comes and you remove all contingencies and you tell your agent, hey, look, I'm happy with the condition, the appraiser's there, the value's there, and my loan's done, I want to close on this property, you sign away that full contingency removal. At that point, you release your deposit. So that 1% goes to the seller. And the only way, well, not the only way, the main way that you can get that deposit back after the fact is if the seller forfeits on one of their terms. So if the seller ended up lying or they did something to breach the contract, then you have an opportunity to back out. But for the most part, remember that 1% deposit, it could be up to 2 or 3, maximum 3%, that will be released when you remove all your contingencies. So it's very important to remember, again, remember the word, a very easy concept is only if. So contingencies are only if. I will buy your home only if this happens. I will buy your home only if this happens. So easy way to remember them. Again, if you have any questions about the contingency process and how it relates to your buying or selling your home, let me know. I'm more than happy to discuss with you. Jeff Disher. Be sure to follow me on all social media, including Instagram, Facebook, my podcast, There's a Difference, and YouTube. Always drop in hot content in real estate and personal development. See you guys next time.